It is your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about the newer Rush cards coming to NBA 2K24 MyTEAM tomorrow. Small forward shooting guard Bruce Bowen, as shooting guard point guard Monta Ellis, Galaxy OPAL power forward small forward Dennis Rodman, shooting guard small forward Rip Hamilton, as well as diamond shooting guard small forward JayCanada. Now, obviously, normally there are some amethyst cards as well that do come in this rush set. Now, know that these are not going to be available via the player market. These cards are available via a free grind in the agendas or in the pack market. So, as far as Ty, are player market cards coming? Well, maybe eventually, but obviously not tomorrow in this drop. So, am I hype about this? I mean, look, here's the deal. Your ultimate reward tomorrow in the Rush agendas is Galaxy OPAL Dennis Rodman. So, I mean, that's like the first thing I would say. Like, does that get me excited? Not really. It's Dennis Rodman. I feel like he's not a very exciting player. Is Dennis Rodman going to be solid? He's going to be fine. He's going to be able to play good defense. The release on very quick is probably going to be fine. Going to be able to shoot the ball really, really well. It just comes down to the fact that it's Dennis Rodman. Historically in my team, guys, Dennis Rodman is not a very good card, not the most fun card to use. Point guard Monta Ellis, not great. Shooting guard Rip Hamilton, not great. I mean, Bruce Bowen, probably the card I'm maybe most excited about tomorrow. Even for like me and my Nobody Spent squad series, it's gonna sound bad, but I kind of wanted a week in which I didn't feel obligated to grind this rush set, and I think that's gonna be exactly this drop. Obviously, I want good cards, but it's like, Dennis Rodman is not a card that I'm like super thrilled about, feel like I need. Is he going to be fine for those budget guys who really need a small forward? Absolutely. Like, Dennis Rodman's going to be fine. But the cards that come with him outside of Bruce Bowen, I'm just not the biggest fan of. Again, Monta Ellis, Rip Hamilton, JayCanada. Sorry, I'm not the biggest fan of those guys. Now, the one thing I will say is, hopefully this rush agenda isn't super long. The Andrew Wiggins grind was super short and honestly a big step in the right direction. And I'm hoping, especially because Dennis Rodman isn't great in my opinion, that this grind isn't super long. Because the shorter the grind, the better for the MyTEAM community. As it stands right now, in my opinion. That's where we're at. I mean, here's the deal, guys. When I think of Dennis Rodman, I mean, I can't remember the last time Dennis Rodman's been a top card at his specific position in the entire game. Like, maybe early on in 2K one year, he was so good defensively that he was. But I can't recall it. And it's going to be the same thing this year. I feel like even Dennis Rodman compared to a guy like Andrew Wiggins. What is Dennis Rodman going to do better? They're both 6'7". Both of them defensively are going to be good. I just think Andrew Wiggins' offense is going to be quite a bit better. So that's just kind of where I'm standing at right now with this rush grind, with this rush set. Do I think it's going to be a solid grind for those guys who need it? Absolutely. Like, I can't sit there and hate on this grind for the average person. But is it a grind that I'm like super thrilled about, super excited to load up the game tomorrow and get Dennis Rodman? Not really. Again, we'll look what the grind's like, see how Bruce Bowen looks, see if Monta Ellis, Rip Hamilton, or JayCanada do surprise me. But as it stands right now, I'm loading up tomorrow, not really expecting to grind this out on either account, my main account or my Nobody Spent squad series. It's just where I'm at right now. Now, again, if you do need to get stuff done or if you are looking for something to do, I do think Dennis Rodman is going to be fine. He can play for you and your specific squad. So, I mean, there's that. But I don't feel like, you're going to need Dennis Rodman. I just don't. Even compared to Andrew Wiggins, I think Andrew Wiggins definitely is going to be more useful than a guy like Dennis Rodman, especially for the long run. Considering a guy like Andrew Wiggins can play both the small forward and shooting guard position, whereas a guy like Dennis Rodman obviously can't. I do wish these cards were available in the player market because as it stands right now, you either have to rip packs or grind the game a ton. And for the guys right now that have a lot of MT, they just can't use it. Like, they can't use it. And I'm not saying that it would be useful to use it on any of these cards either, because I don't think that's the case. But at least giving people the option, I think, would be a massive step in the right direction. Maybe there's going to be some people out there that are super excited about Dennis Rodman and are going to grind this thing out. But when I'm looking at it, like, I see Bruce Bowen with his good release, with his good defense, as probably the card, especially for the hopefully short grind that he is, that can help the majority of the community out the most. That's just what I see personally when I'm looking at these 5 cards coming tomorrow. Again, Rip Hamilton, Monta Ellis, are the pink diamonds, but those cards are not cards that I'm looking at being like, wow, let's go. Can't wait to pick them up. As with like a Bruce Bowen, I'm expecting him to be a short grind and a super easy one at that. So that's kind of what to expect, what I'm expecting heading in to tomorrow's drop, specifically the rush agendas. I guess I'm optimistic that they're going to make Dennis Rodman good. Very quick release, 6'7", maybe one of the best defense players in the entire game. But I still feel like he's just going to be like a mini Kawhi, where it's like, sure, defensively he's going to be off the charts good, but his offense is so limited that I think it's just tough to really hype up a card like Dennis Rodman. And again, this is just that type of thing. You look at the Friday drop. We got Wemby, we got T-Mac, we got all these cards. Then we get a free Tuesday drop, and the hype behind it is Dennis Rodman. Just compare the two and realize what 2K truly is in it for, guys. 2K is in it for the money. Obviously, we know that, but they do not care about us as a community. I mean, they're just giving us basically no names in these Tuesday drops because they know a guy like Dennis Rodman would not sell in packs. They know a guy like Monta Ellis is not going to sell packs. So that's why they're giving them us for free. If they give us a hype beast type of card, it's going to lessen their pack sales. And again, from 2K's side of things, they want to bring in as much pack revenue as possible. So a guy like Dennis Rodman, again, fits this type of free grind that we have seen throughout the year compared to seeing him in packs. I don't know, even compare this to last week's drop. I do think last week's rush drop was more exciting. Like, I was way more excited to get a free Andrew Wiggins than I am to get a free Dennis Rodman. And that's just maybe my personal preference, my personal bias getting in front of seeing what Dennis Rodman truly could be like. Because again, if they give Dennis Rodman the Pro 2 leaner, updated dribble 6, all those types of things, I think he actually could be good. It just comes back to the whole thing of, I don't remember the last time we've seen a Dennis Rodman card that I've been super excited about or thrilled about getting. So again, maybe I'm letting my personal just kind of feelings get in the way of seeing how good Dennis Rodman truly can be. I guess tomorrow when we load up 2K database, we'll really be able to tell how good Dennis Rodman is. And maybe it's just another side of it is I'm just so fed up with where the game's at right now that I just can't sit there and hype this up as well. There could be a lot of factors on why I'm not gassing up this content, but as it stands right now with what I'm seeing, I just don't see this being a content drop that I'm super excited about. It's fine. And again, if you're just starting the game or have a No Money Spent squad series, Dennis Rodman probably 100% is going to be one of the top 10 small forwards in the entire game. I'm just looking at it from the lens of last week we saw Andrew Wiggins, which was a quick grind. Thought we were going to maybe get a better card, and I just don't think that's going to be this. That's going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Talking about the newer Rush cards coming to my team for absolutely free. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comments. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.